people would take a sunny day, you know. You're kind of alone on this. I've always loved wild weather. When I was little, I used to like watching the wind out the window, pushing things around the yard. It seemed like magic for things to just swirl around by themselves. And my papa loved weather too. We put up our own weather station and we'd go out every morning to check it. He got me lots of weather books too, so I could read about what makes the wind and stuff. Yeah, he says. So, what causes wind then? Air moving in and out of different pressures, but all the while the earth rotates underneath, so the wind gets pushed around. I used to wonder if the wind would get annoyed by that. Yeah, the wind gets mad. That's when you get a hurricane. Funny, Ronan, but no. You need really low barometric pressure for that. He rolls his eyes. Of course you do. Then he shakes his head. But it's pretty cool how smart you are, Delsie. Thanks for noticing, I say. So, he says, have you been down the other end of the beach? There's something kind of cool. You want to see it? I nod. After Ronan assures Grammy that there are no power lines down near us, we jog towards Seagull Beach. As we run through puddles, water splashes all around us like it's raining up from the ground. Everything but the tops of our heads is soaked when we get there. There is a small crowd of people. And a boat. See? Ronan says. An abandoned boat. Since you're into that kind of thing. What do you mean? Well, don't you take pictures all over the place of things left around? Towels and stuff? He's noticed that? I'm embarrassed. That is, until I recognize the boat. It's the only multicolored fishing boat that's ever pulled up to Chatham Pier. Oh no, I yell. That's Henry's boat. What? Ronan looks at the boat again, and he looks worried. Henry! I yell. What's happened to Henry? Well, he can't be on the boat with it on its side like that, right? We both look toward the ocean. He wasn't answering his phone yesterday, and I haven't seen him today. I start to run, not toward the boat, but toward Henry's house, and Ronan is right on my heels. I jump up onto Henry's porch and bang on the door several times, wait, and bang some more. Finally, I yell, Henry! Are you home? Henry! No answer. I lean my forehead against the door. We should call the police, Ronan says, or the Coast Guard. They would have done that on the beach already. But I have a place we can check. Where? Ronan asks, but I am already running. Saucepan Lynn's, I say. It's his favorite place to eat breakfast. With Ronan on my heels, I run through several backyards and down Old Wharf Road to a tiny cafe behind the post office where the locals eat. The creaky door slams as we walk in, and the regulars at the counter all turn to look at us. Henry! I yell. You're alive! He laughs. Was I dead? The bacon hasn't gotten me yet. I couldn't find you, and I know Esme and Ruby aren't home. Well, Ruby and her mom are away for a couple of days, and I didn't realize I'd been hiding anywhere. He smiles as he takes another bite of scrambled eggs. I want to hug him, but I guess I need to stop hugging people and telling them I'm glad they're not dead. Sit down with me and have some breakfast. Henry, I say, we can't now. The Reel of Fortune has been beached. What? It's down on Seagull Beach. He is wide-eyed and stops chewing to ask, You sure? Henry, I say, it was Papa Joseph's boat. I know what it looks like. Henry stands and fumbles with his wallet and throws some money on the counter. Let's go, he says, stepping over a dog and heading for the door. Henry's truck slides on the sand as he pulls into the parking space and slams on the brakes. He's out and running before we are. When he sees the boat, he stands with both hands on top of his head. Captain Ahab, he yells. Here, Captain Ahab. Come here, boy. Ronan leans closer. You didn't tell me he was nuts, he says. I knock Ronan with my shoulder and point at Henry, who's scooping up a cat with 3 white legs and 1 black one. Captain Ahab must be the only cat in the world who loves the water. He's one of the reasons I've spent hours trying to talk Grammy into getting me a kitten.